After 10 years of research and close observation, I am convinced that Donald J. Trump, our current shithole president of the United States, is in the mid stage of Alzheimer's, and I predict that he will hit the late stages in less than a year. Stay tuned as I show you the evidence. The Alzheimer's Association states that the stages of the disease are separated into three categories: mild Alzheimer's disease, moderate Alzheimer's disease, and severe Alzheimer's disease. And they warn us that it may be difficult to place a person with Alzheimer's in a specific stage, as sometimes the stages will overlap. So, what we're going to do today is we're going to go through and we're going to look at the symptoms of the first two stages and then show you video evidence of Donald Trump's demonstration that he is in that stage at the time the video was taken. During early stages, symptoms may not be widely apparent at this stage, but family and close friends may take notice, and a doctor would be able to identify symptoms using certain diagnostic tools. Now, listen, folks, I ain't no doctor. I dropped out of school a long, long time ago. But let's take a look. Some of the common difficulties include coming up with the right word or name, remembering names when introduced to new people, having difficulty performing tasks in social or work settings, forgetting material that was just read, losing or misplacing a valuable object, experiencing increased trouble with planning or organizing.
And we're going to be opening up the labor forces because we have to. We have so many companies coming in. People like Tim, you're expanding all over and doing things that I really wanted you to do right from the beginning. I used to say, Tim, you got to start doing it over here, and you really have. I mean, you've really put a big investment in our country. We appreciate it very much, Tim Apple.
Man, that's like hitting a double your first time up. We got to knock off the first two of the most common difficulties in an early stage: coming up with the right word or name, and remembering names when introduced to new people. You can't tell me that they didn't tell this gaseous ball of pedophilic angst Tim Cook's name before he got there. I mean, look, it's written right on his fucking name card. We're 2 for 1 so far. The third symptom is having difficulty performing tasks in social or work settings. Let's take a look at this video clip from his first term.
I am pleased that since January of this year, Japanese companies have announced investments in the United States worth more than $8 billion, 17,000 jobs.
That's a lie.
They don't have water. That's okay.
They have water, Donnie.
What? Oh, it's okay. The days of the United States being taken advantage of are over.
That was also a lie, as we now see with Iran kicking our ass. Did you guys notice the way he held that bottle? It's like watching a 2-year-old who doesn't know how to handle a sippy cup without a top. Fucking ridiculous. So far, we've looked at 2 video clips and gotten 3 of the 6 symptoms of early to mild Alzheimer's disease. I'm going to skip the next 3, but I'll remind. One is forgetting material that was just read, like this motherfucker knows how to read. Losing or misplacing a valuable object. He lost the Epstein files. And experiencing increased trouble with planning or organizing. This guy hasn't planned anything since he drew that Sharpie marker on the map showing that a hurricane was going to hit Alabama. I don't have that video clip available to me. I'm too lazy to look it up. But let's move on. During the middle stage of Alzheimer's, the dementia symptoms are more pronounced. Symptoms may include being forgetful of events or personal history, moody or withdrawn, especially in socially or mentally challenging situations, being unable to recall information about themselves, like their address or telephone number and the high school or college they attended, experiencing confusion about where they are or what day it is, requiring help choosing proper clothing for the season or the occasion, having trouble controlling their bladder and bowels. That's going to be a fun one to watch, folks. Stay tuned. Experiencing changes in sleep patterns, such as sleeping during the day and becoming restless at night, showing an increased tendency to wander, become lost, demonstrating personality and behavioral changes, including suspiciousness and delusions or compulsive, repetitive behavior like hand wringing or tissue shredding. Let's take a look at the video evidence. Remember this classic from 2022?
I don't even know who the woman. Let's see. I don't know who. It's Marla.
You say Marla's in this photo?
That's Marla. Yeah, that's my wife.
Which woman are you pointing to?
No, that's
Here.
Carol.
Oh, is that?
The person
okay.
you just pointed to was
Oh, I
E. Jean
see.
Carroll.
Who is that? Who is this?
Point, your wife.
And the woman on the right is your then wife,
I don't know.
Ivana?
This was the picture. I assume that's John Johnson. Is that
That's Carol.
Carol? Because it's very blurry. I don't even know who the woman. Let's see. I don't know who. It's.
It's hilarious, right? I don't know if there's anything I need to add to that. He's obviously forgotten his own personal history, right? Or he's lying. So, which is it, Donnie? Are you lying or do you have Alzheimer's? That's what I want to know. The next two items on the list of 8 symptoms that indicate mid Alzheimer's were feeling moody or withdrawn and being unable to recall information about themselves. I'm skipping those two. It's almost 12:30 at night here in Philly. I got to get to bed soon. But here, let's just skip over those two and let's go straight to experiencing confusion about where they are or what day it is. And this one should be fresh in all you Trumpers' memories. This just happened last week.
After President Trump awkwardly lingered on stage with the winners of yesterday's World Cup final, people online are once again accusing him of having dementia. In case you missed it, Trump was present at the 2026 World Cup final yesterday, which is normal for the leader of the host country. What wasn't normal was when he and Gianni Infantino, the president of FIFA, handed the Spanish team the trophy. Clearly, he was meant to get out of the way for the winners' photos, but as Infantino went to walk off to the left, Trump stood still with a big smile, forcing Infantino to awkwardly pull him off stage to the right. The moment has been widely mocked online, with people calling him Dementia Donnie, and a malignant narcissist with a good dose of dementia, and so on and so forth.
Next on the list of symptoms is having trouble controlling their bladder and bowels. Let's take a look at this gem from Fox and Friends.
How about Waltz? I mean, he's not qualified to be doing this. He is. I mean, you
You
have
hear
to
that?
look at the vice president very seriously.
see
and
that?
you compare him and J.D. Vance. J.D. Vance, #1 at Yale. You know, the whole thing. I mean, high academic. I mean, J.D. is doing a phenomenal job.
Yeah, and he was with us on the yesterday. Joined us from the Washington
Yeah.
D.C. area.
I mean, just look at the expression of the guy on the left. This isn't AI, folks. I promise you. But if that's not good enough for you, we've got another clip.
Working through all the permitting to drive towards that so that we can be selling clean, reliable energy to our allies in the Pacific who want to do more trade with us. And lastly, again, thank you for creating the national.
Next on the list is experiencing changes in sleep patterns, such as sleeping during the day and becoming restless at night. This is going to be a twofer, folks.
Over a fence line dispute that had been in their family for 130 years. We fixed that. A family, the Henry family in New Jersey, who were facing their farm being taken away for eminent domain to give to affordable housing, we fixed that. So being able to completely change the trajectory of private property rights, but especially as it has to do with our farmers and ranchers and our rural communities, changes everything for our country.
On issue after issue, that's been the case. You talk about foreign aid reforms. This is not our money. This is taxpayer money. When the president said is we're going to do foreign aid, but we're going to do foreign aid for countries that are aligned with the United States.
Now, I know I told you this last one was a twofer, and I'm sorry for this, but we have to take a little detour to talk about what sundowning is. So the term sundowning, according to the Mayo Clinic, refers to a state of confusion that occurs in the late afternoon and lasts into the night. Sundowning can cause various behaviors such as confusion, anxiety, aggression, or ignoring directions. Sundowning can also lead to pacing or wandering. I wish he would wander off. Trump's version of wandering around is posting crazy shit on his Truth Social. Over on the Data is Beautiful subreddit, a user named ShinyRogue mapped out when Trump was posting on his Truth Social. And what I want to draw your guys' attention to is when he is most active. And look at this. It's from 4 till around 9 p.m. For those of you that have had relatives that have had Alzheimer's, that's called sundowning. Look at his Truth Social post, and I'm not going to waste your guys' time by calling them all up, but that's when he's posting this most crazy shit on that piss poor site, and it coincides with what every doctor in the world will tell you is sundown. One of the other symptoms of Alzheimer's is showing an increased tendency to wander and become lost. Trump's been doing this a lot lately. And I'm just going to leave you guys with this last little clip from the G7 conference in France. And watch Trump and watch these other world leaders try to cover up for him. There's Modi. He's a fascist.
Excellent. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We straight into the car. The other side. The other side. Here's my wonderful translator. We go there. How are you? Hello, my friend. Hello, my friend. How are you? How are you? I'm good. How are you?